Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Happy day 6 of our charity campaign for raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. By playing through all 256 items of the Games for Gaza collection on itch.io, which you can purchase for yourself for the next like 2 or 3 days, right there. And if you are interested in donating to our campaign, there is the link. Um, But it's so good to see everybody. Apologies, I'm starting pretty late here. Bund only has 1 day left. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, so definitely if any of the games that you've seen so far have piqued your interest, definitely jump on that, because you know, all the proceeds are going to medical aid for Palestinians, so whether you donate here or you buy that bundle, your money is going to where it needs to go. So today, originally I had planned Uh, thank you, Nash. Originally, I had planned. Originally, I had planned to do this solo because I just could not, like, because of the time change, I could not get like myself out of bed and like set up a schedule. But a couple of people have graciously offered to join me last minute for some of the co-op games, so we're gonna do those, and we're gonna go meet them in just a second. But let me quickly explain the rules of this charity drive real quick. So every game that we play gets about 30 minutes worth of playtime. And if you'd like to see us play more of this game, like you think it's really interesting and you'd like to see more of it, if you donate $5, you get an additional 30 minutes, and we'll run up to a maximum of 2 hours per game. So, if you're feeling like you want to see more of the game, absolutely, go ahead and donate. But yeah, it's so great to see everybody. Nash, Ocean, Lumi, Goose, Katarja, Tasa. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, that is enough messing around. Let's go ahead and go to our first game of the day, and let's introduce our wonderful cast. Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Then I said, "That's not a beautiful painting. That's my mom."
Ha.
Hi, Soroka.
Ha.
Definitely wasn't talking
Ha.
about you. Uh, hello.
Hi. We have a new face here today. Would that new face like to introduce themselves? No? Okay, well then I'll do it for them.
Huh?
Joining us
Oh.
for
Oh
the
yeah.
first time today. Are you good to introduce yourself?
Hi. Hi. I'm Nash. Okay. Haha. Funny name. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
What do you like to stream? That's it.
I like to stream the spooky stuff and the funny Bear Five Nights game
The
too.
Freddy Femboy.
Yeah. The Freddy Femboy.
That femboy, though.
So definitely go check them out. Uh lovely lovely horror streamer who does a lot of you've been doing a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's fan games, but I think you said that
I
that
I
well is
have.
that well is kind of exhausted.
It
At
is
least
indeed. For
of the
now,
good
at least.
ones.
For now,
But
at least. Yeah.
for now,
I
but
have like
hopefully.
I have I kind of have like two that
Oh,
I'm just kind of saving for now.
yeah, save it for a rainy day or something.
Yes.
And also returning for the second or third day, we have
I think it's
Katarja.
third.
It is the
I
third.
had. I forgot to change my Fugi back, so I'm still Scrungle.
A lovely Scrungle drawn by Void Debris. But so you two have signed up to join me in this elevator, but unfortunately, it's time to read the name of the game that we're playing. And unfortunately, it turns out someone dies in this elevator. A short, spoiler-driven tabletop RPG for 1 to 4 players and a 6-sided die. which I should
My favorite kind of die.
the classic six-sided die. Used for short swords and short bows, crossbows. So, create your character. You can play as yourself if you wish. From here onwards, you refers to the character you are playing as. The win condition is dying in an elevator. If you're playing as a group, take a minute here to introduce yourself. Establish if you're friend or strangers. When it comes time, take turns rolling the dice. The dice roller does not have to personally decide the effects of their roll. This can and should be done as a group. So, it's time to introduce everybody in this elevator. I think I am just going to be playing as myself. So, hello everybody, my name is Soroka, and I will be joining you today in this elevator. My pronouns are she, they. May I ask the
I'm
name
Nat.
of everybody? Yeah.
I am Nash. I am also in. This is like my second favorite elevator.
Second favorite. What's your
My
first favorite?
yeah. I'm not legally allowed to tell you.
Fair enough.
And I have any pronouns.
Okay. And our final guest here in the elevator.
I'm a random office lady called Beatrice. The coffee machine broke and I gotta go down a floor.
Nice to
What's
meet
up
you,
with all these
Beatrice.
VTubers?
There's a convention on the upper floor. So, you're in an elevator. Let's find out which one. Roll once. If it's odd, roll again on the first list. If it's even, roll again on the second. So, here we determine which table we're using. It is even. So we're going to roll again on the second. Number 3. A dilapidated elevator in an abandoned theme park. I'm glad that you've I'm glad that you've joined us for this. Yeah.
The FNAF VTuber convention.
Maybe. Nash really wanted to go to this convention, and despite not knowing anything about FNAF, I agreed to go with them.
Alright,
Also,
I can
time for some
whisper in
HoloLive
your ear
jazz.
an explanation for literally every single thing that happens.
Wonderful, thank you.
It'll take like 5 minutes per explanation, but don't worry. We'll get through it.
Take a moment to share how you feel about being in this elevator. What has brought you all here? If you're alone, what has brought you here by yourself?
Like I said, it's my second favorite elevator. Especially now that we're in the FNAF convention.
They hosted the FNAF convention at an abandoned theme park. That seems so on brand, honestly. But Beatrice, it seems like you might have taken a wrong turn at some points, maybe several wrong turns. What?
Clearly, I work for a marketing firm, and they forced me to go to the FNAF convention.
Oh, to see what Zoomers are buying.
Yeah, like I need more coffee to deal with them.
Understandable, really. Would anybody like to add any additional details about this elevator?
It smells like pancakes.
Oh my god, we brought the trash from the IHOP.
Oh no.
Okay, let's find out who or what else is in there. And then, again, we roll once to determine which table we use. So this is a 5, so that is odd. So we use the first table. Now let's go ahead and roll again. That's a 6. A tiny model of the elevator you're currently in.
Awesome. That's my third favorite.
How do you react to the discovery of this person or thing, which has been here all along? How does this change the experience of the elevator ride? Would you say you're safer or less so than before? Has anyone died yet? No? Then let's continue.
Well,
So,
obviously, I'm the same level of safe. I love my tiny elevator in my other elevator. You know, it's just it makes it tidies up the place perfectly.
Really brings it all together.
Yes.
Any thoughts, Beatrice?
Just that's weird.
That is weird. I can't. It's pretty small, so I can't like look inside the model of the elevator to see if there is a tiny Soroka and Nash and Beatrice moving around inside that elevator. But kind of get the feeling that there is somehow. Somehow I just know it, and that is a disquieting thought. Is there a tiny Soroka running around?
If I smash that elevator, will another giant foot smash our elevator, killing us in an infinite loop?
Do you want to try?
Damn, Beatrice. You okay there? I don't know. I think at this we're almost ready. We're almost about to all die in this elevator. All right. Something happened. Let's find out once. Roll once. Remember this number. That is a 1. A crack appears in the floor. What do you do about this? Is the item or person you discovered helping you out or making things worse? Has anyone died? No, then let's continue. Go to the same number you rolled last time. Was that crack always there in this abandoned theme park elevator?
Probably.
When was the last time this elevator was used?
Well, as it being my second favorite elevator, I come here every Thursday. Thank
Oh,
you very
okay.
much.
Oh.
So, I mean, if the elevator breaks, then it's your fault.
Yeah, probably.
Do you
But
think it won't?
It won't break.
All right. You're pretty confident about that. Have you? I guess you're very familiar with the limits of this elevator, having ridden it every single Thursday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think if we check the model, do you think that crack will appear on the model too?
Perhaps. Maybe.
Do we want to look?
I
Do we want to
picked up
confirm
the model.
Oh, okay. What do you see?
I don't see a crack. Maybe I should just
good.
like poke at it.
Uh-oh. Don't damage it.
I'm gonna poke at it, and then it's gonna lead into the next thing.
Well, we have to take the same number. The crack widens and the floor starts crumbling away. Oh god. The
Seems
floor
I've miscalculated.
just a little bit.
I think I poked a hole in it.
Yeah, that seems right. I guess we could at least look inside. Not that that's very important right now, but you want to look inside the elevator? We can finally figure out what's inside of it. Should probably start looking for like an exit or something. Before this entire floor collapses.
What do we all see inside the tiny elevator?
It's
You've misunderstood. As this being my second favorite elevator, I know everything. We have always been inside the elevator.
Oh my god.
Every day is Thursday.
But it's Saturday.
Shut up. Every day is Thursday.
An infinite time
always
loop of
been in
riding
the
this elevator.
Yeah.
We die in this elevator again and again and again, reliving the same day. How do we possibly escape such a horrible time loop?
You guys can escape. This is my second favorite elevator. I'd love to be here forever.
That's fair enough, I guess. Don't you want to see your first favorite elevator again?
That's true.
Do you see anything on the model, Cat, that would help us escape? Any hatches on the top?
I don't know. I'm too tired for this.
Well,
You look at it.
Okay, alright. Gotta be really, really careful with it. We don't want to break any more bits out of it. It looks like there might be a hatch on the roof, but like if I look up, it seems like it's pretty tall. Like this is like a freight elevator or something. It's huge. Excuse me. It's huge.
Unfortunately, I am pretty short.
But you know how you make a short person taller?
Explain.
You ride on my shoulders.
Oh.
I was gonna say that they could wear my heels.
Oh, that would
Ooh,
also work.
I can wear your heels, yeah.
That might
I
give
can wear
that
your
might
heels
give.
and ride on your shoulder.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. But if it means we escape the elevator, I'll do it. Quickly, Nash, put on the heels. Before the
Don't worry,
whole floor collapses.
Don't worry, I'm used to wearing heels. I know my way around the stripper pole. I'm used to wearing heels.
Wonderful. You know, we gotta hurry up before the floor underneath the hatch collapses. We're running out of time. Should we roll for our last happens next?
Uh-huh.
That is a 6. There is a horse loose in the elevator.
What the?
What the heck?
My
Where
third
did that
favorite horse?
My third favorite
Horse
horse.
just came out of the hole.
Oh my god. The horse is huge. There's not gonna be enough space for all of us.
Quick, get on the horse.
Quickly, Nash, get on the horse.
But no.
Get on the horse. Use that as a way to get to the
The
hatch.
horse gets on Soroka. The horse gets on Soroka.
Oh no! Ah!
Beatrice gets on the horse, and then I get on Beatrice with my
Oh.
heels.
Oh god, I'm used to carrying heavy loads, but this is something new. Hurry up!
Has Soroka been crushed?
And Soroka gets crushed to death.
Oh no. I'm dead! Someone has officially died in the elevator, squashed by horse.
No.
I hopefully you two made it out to enjoy the rest of the FNAF convention.
Followed by the horse.
Yeah,
Don't
the
worry.
horse.
Yeah,
The horse
followed by
is
the
your new
horse.
favorite friend.
The horse makes it out too.
Everyone
Don't
makes
worry,
it out
Beatrice,
but
I'll
me.
explain all the FNAF lore to you.
I don't
Maybe a
know.
random office lady that I've met, but I'll explain all the FNAF lore. I'm keeping your heels, by the way.
Beatrice is already gone. You're talking to the horse.
Don't worry, horse. I'll explain the FNAF lore to you. Trap reference, yes.
You've sprung your last trap, William.
Yeah, you've sprung your last trap, William.
So, this one was definitely probably one of the more freeform ones that we've ever done, but how did everybody feel about that?
It was fun. It was all over the place, but that helps, honestly, with my enjoyment.
I struggled a bit with the improv.
Yeah,
'cause,
it's...
like, there's less to go on. You're just in a box.
Yeah, definitely it helps to have like a clear hook. Like that was the nice thing about like Trash Pals, right? Or like Randy Johnson was you had a very clear objective and goal, and you could do stuff about that. But we that only took us about like 15 minutes. Do we want to do one more session of this?
Ow. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I guess.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get into a new elevator. Do we want to decide on new characters? Are we just all are we back at magically in another elevator again?
Yeah, we're in another elevator.
This time, I am the horse.
You are the horse.
No,
Okay.
You are the horse.
This time I return to. I am now a force ghost. I have. I come to make sure that Nash does not cause too much trouble.
Uh-huh.
All right. let us go ahead and see which elevator you are trapped in. Okay, so we do the first table. And that is a 1, an elevator to the moon. Take a moment to yeah, it's a space elevator.
My 8th favorite elevator.
So how do you feel about being in this space elevator?
It's my 8th favorite elevator this time, so less excited than
less
the
excited,
last one,
yeah.
But you know, it's still top 10.
How does the horse feel about being in a space elevator?
I flick my tail in annoyance.
It's a probably pretty long ride up to the moon. I am excited to be in an elevator to the moon because space elevators are cool. And I'm glad that it is Nash's 8th favorite elevator. It means that they have some kind of taste. Let's go ahead and find out who or what else is in the elevator. Even. One, a ghost who is afraid of the dark.
Oh.
Hey, there you go. There's another ghost to join you.
Oh my god, this elevator is haunted. Me?
Soroka's gonna die again. We're gonna get the ghost to kill the other ghost.
Oh my god. Me afraid of the dark? Nonsense. It's not like I took the flashlight around everywhere in Signalis. But yeah, there's another ghost in this elevator that how do you react to the discovery of this person or thing which has been here all along?
Well, sucks to be you, ghost, since we're going to space. It's pretty dark there.
It is in fact pretty dark in space. But at least the elevator has lights on it. You know, that probably helps, right?
Until the lights go out and you start hearing Freddy's song.
I try munching the ghost.
Oh. How does the ghost react to that?
I feel like I'm just gonna phase through the ghost and be confused. I don't know what. I feel like the ghost would also just like panic a little bit.
Oh no. Don't stick me in the dark horse mouth. It's dark and spooky in there. How's this change the experience of the elevator ride? I start to wonder why there's a second ghost in here. Who is this ghost looking after? Did this ghost die in the space elevator and now haunts it forever? This is pretty weird.
A lot of things are weird.
This is true. Would you say you're safer or less so than before? I'm already a ghost, so I mean it's not like the addition of another ghost makes me any less safe, but I'm doing okay. Nash, how do you feel about ghosts?
Yeah. I like ghosts.
Okay, so you just found like a new friend to explain FNAF lore to.
Exactly.
Has anyone died yet? Technically no. No one has died in the elevator in the last 5 minutes. Something happens. Let's find out what. 2. The elevator shakes in a dramatic fashion. What do you do about this? Is the item or person you discovered helping you out or making things worse? So
I've
the
had
space
better vibrations.
Well, the space elevator is starting to shake. That is never really a good sign when you're in a space elevator, I feel. Also, that's probably messing with the lights, which is probably not helping the ghost. I will do my best to here, calm down there, ghost. Everything's gonna be fine. You know, this elevator was properly tested. Just a little bit of space turbulence. You know, the famous amount of atmosphere in space. There's lots of that. in space. It's fine, you know. We'd just get just a little shakes, but we'll be going good, fine, great. What does the horse think about the elevator shaking? Cat?
Sorry, someone interrupted.
Oh, no worries.
What does the horse feel about the shaking?
Yeah.
I feel like the horse would be readjusting a bit, so like, you know, pushing people around.
Pushing the well, the go if you just push through the ghost, it's just kind of like, oh, excuse me, you're inside
Yeah,
for a
that's
little
just
bit
the
there.
only one to push. This elevator isn't very full for being so full.
Yeah. Is the horse like at risk of falling over, or just kind of just like, oh, excuse me, let me just
Yeah,
get my
just
bearings?
excuse me.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's not panicking, just getting his balance back.
All right. Well, here comes the next twist. The elevator turns sideways. It's not supposed to do that. So, you're in the upper atmosphere, and suddenly the elevator has turned sideways. All of those who are affected by gravity have probably, like, fallen to the side of the elevator.
Ow.
Nay.
The elevator is
The
turning
elevator's turning
Australia.
Australian.
Oh my god.
Well,
Well,
it's fine. Since it's a space elevator, then it will eventually just end up back into the space direction. It's fine.
Oh, wait, no, but we're entering space Australia.
oh my
Space
god.
Australia.
We have to flip around 180 degrees to enter space Australia. So, I guess because it's a space elevator, you know, it probably wouldn't start cracking or anything, like wouldn't be cracks in the windows, but, everyone seems pretty okay with the, space elevator just turning to the side. But, now that you are in a sideways elevator, let's find out what our final roll is. I'm gonna laugh if it's a horse again.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
Oh god, there's another horse.
There is
another
another
horse.
horse in the elevator.
2 ghosts, 2 horses, and an ash.
Well, this elevator's looking mighty crowded with 2 horses in it.
I'm gonna fight the other horse. I'm
Ooh.
the elevator horse.
I'm the
Oh,
elevator
fight,
horse
fight,
around
fight,
here.
Fight.
All right, the other horse accepts your challenge for a horse duel for control of the elevator, and prepares to launch a mighty kick.
I dodge it. They hit the glass.
They hit the glass. There's a big crack in the glass now because
Oh,
they delivered a powerful
no.
kick to it.
I push them towards the door.
Are you gonna try and shove them out of the door?
I can't. I don't have hands.
I'll
can't
do the
open
final
the door.
shove. I'll do the final shove.
Oh my god. It's shoving the horse. It's trying its best to resist, but against another horse and a kid. It's losing the fight. It's going towards the doors. Oh my god, this horse is gonna fall thousands of feet back to Earth. Are you prepared to commit horse murder?
I already have. In the first in my first favorite elevator, I already have.
That was more of a
Oh
murder
my
involving
God.
a horse rather than killing a horse, but you know what? Fair enough, you are a seasoned horse murderer. And thus you have no hesitation about shoving a horse out of the elevator and into the atmosphere.
Also, just to confirm, like, if we open the door, we're all gonna get sucked out.
Yeah,
I say this like out of character.
but you didn't think about that at the time. You were just so focused on the horse murder that you open the door, and not only the horse gets pulled out into the atmosphere, but you too as well. You technically didn't die in the elevator because you you got flung outside of it, but things aren't looking great for you.
Meanwhile, the second ghost is panicking because they've been sucked out into space where it's dark.
Yeah.
I use the flaps on my hoodie to fly.
Oh my god. A secret Nash lore. Alright, so it looks like you're safe. However, your friend, the horse, and the other horse are still plummeting towards the earth.
I like to imagine we're still trying to, like, win the duel as we burn up in the atmosphere.
Doing, like, the skydiving fights. Deadly, a tango as you fall to the earth. Doesn't even matter who wins, but you still gotta win regardless. Duel of the Fates intensifies.
Mhm.
Oh my god. So that was another game of someone dies in this elevator, which was pretty radically different than our first game. That's
New
neat.
Game Plus was way different, dang.
Yeah, they really changed things up for New Game Plus. But did anybody have any thoughts about our second game?
It was a game.
It was a game.
I think this is a decent game. I just personally not feeling it.
Yeah, it's hard. I think it's hard to kind of like this amount of freeformness is hard to like spontaneously do. But it's definitely very, very cute and charming. And I think maybe with like a bit more practice, I could definitely like see myself. You know what might be like really fun to do is like if this was like a local improv group on like a stage or something. I think that would be like the right like environment for it, just like having that like extra added like bit of physicality and like being able to like move around and stuff.
Gotta get out the horse mask and the cut in half coconut.
I like the part where the horse was there. Same. It's just suddenly a horse. And then the horse crushed me. Because I tried to carry the horse and Beatrice and Nash to get to the the safety hatch. But that was Someone Dies in This Elevator. Should we go ahead and move on to our next game?
Yep.
Yeah. Ocean, get in here. It's time for the ocean.
What did I say our next game is? Oh, it is in fact time for the ocean. What does that mean? Well, you'll find out in just a second. So, I'm going to take a quick couple minutes to load it up, and then we will be right back. And welcome back, everybody.
Hello, hello.
We have a new
Hello.
face to join us for a very thematically appropriate game.
Whoa, it's me, the ocean. I'm here too now.
I've been moved, I've been tossed aside,
I have booted the child.
separated from the group.
Poor Nash.
Can't
There you
believe
go.
I
There
kicked
you
him
go. I'm
under the
sorry.
seat.
Oh, Nashon woke his shoulder.
Nash broke his shoulder. Let's go. Either
Okay.
that or like piggybacking on me.
I'm like kicking my feet on Soroka's shoulder, hitting Ocean in the back.
Rude.
So that's who was kicking the back of my seat. The unruly child.
And of course, Ocean, who played the Randy Johnson RPG with us, and also plans to get back to streaming soon at some point too. Very exciting.
Yay.
It's good to have you with us because today we are playing Lighthouse Keepers.
Ooh.
The ocean is unstill, further down than you think. All the way to the bottom, things move. What you have to understand is that things can thrive in unimaginable conditions. All they need is the right sort of skin. Julia Armfield, Our Wives Under the Sea. About this game. Lighthouse Keepers is a map drawing game about a lighthouse and the things that lurk outside it in the deep. You play a collective of lighthouse keepers living in an offshore lighthouse, a tower that stretches from its lantern high above the waters, all the way down to the bottom of the sea in the Hadal Zone. The game design is based on Avery Alder's The Quiet Year and Carter Richmond's Anomaly. Its themes are inspired primarily by Julia Armfield's Our Wives Under the Sea. I didn't watch The Lighthouse until after writing this, but do recommend it as immediate touchstone. Lighthouse Keepers involves marine, body, and psychological horror. Before starting, discuss what this will mean with your table. Discuss also if you'd like to inject moments of comedy into the game or keep the tone serious. It is a natural response to horror to laugh and make jokes, so don't think this means anyone isn't taking the game seriously. Um, so, like the game says, we are going to be discussing marine body and psychological horror. Are there any bits of those kinds of horrors that anybody is not comfortable discussing or like thinking about or anything like that?
I think I'm good with all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I like my deep sea creatures.
Excellent.
I don't even need to be asked.
Well, I do want to just make
You're-
sure, just in case for everybody, so that we know very clearly what we're getting into, and also, like, if anybody later decides that they're not comfortable with a particular thing or they just need to like stop the game, do let me know, and we'll go ahead and put a pause or stop the game entirely.
Hmm.
So just if anybody, if anybody needs to do so.
Mhm. Forewarned, there probably will be some comedy here, just because comedy.
Yep. We and that is totally okay with me. Like the game says, like people laugh at stuff sometimes, uh, even in the face of absolute horror. So, uh, I think we're all fairly understanding of that. So that's good to me. If there's anything you do not want to see, bring it up at this time. If something comes up later during the game, bring it up. The table must respect your boundaries and find alternatives that do not make you uncomfortable. No discussion necessary. So yeah, once again, if something comes up, just do let us know, and we'll go ahead and modify it around, and we'll make it work.
Hmm.
A full-length game of Lighthouse Keepers may take up to 4 hours. To shorten it, remove 5 cards from each suit, making sure that the 5 of Hearts, Hadal, the 10 of Diamonds, Abyssal, the 10 and Queen of Clubs, Midnight, and the King of Spades, Twilight, remain in the deck. I'm not going to bother doing that, but we're obviously not going to get like a full game of this in. To play Lighthouse Keepers, you'll need a standard 52 card playing card deck with jokers removed. Thankfully, the Tabletop Simulator one does not come with jokers. A blank piece of paper, a printed copy of the map provided, or a share way to draw a map digitally. Thank you. Map drawing tools. We've got that. Enough pencils or pens for the group if playing with paper. At least 2 index cards or a way to track characters, wonders, and terrors, and 6 small 6-sided dice. The ocean is made up of 5 zones, from its surface down: the sunlight zone, the twilight zone, the midnight zone, the abyssal zone, and the hadal zone. Sunlight only reaches through the sunlight and barely twilight zones. Deeper than that, life is adapted to survive in the darkness, interrupted only by the bioluminescence and occasional sweep of lights from exploratory missions. Pressure grows, and the water grows colder, but the denizens of the extreme deep thrive. Learn more with Neil Agawal's interactive infographic, The Deep Sea. How to play. The game begins with a brief discussion about the map. Each player will introduce one detail about the lighthouse or its surrounding and draw it on the map. Next, each player names something unique in the sea. Don't draw it yet. Examples could include a 200-foot limestone chimney with fire burning inside of it, a translucent fish with diamond scales, a great white shark as long as the lighthouse with teeth as big as its windows, a small crab no one has ever seen before. Okay. So, would anybody like to start with including a detail about the lighthouse or its surroundings?
I would like to say that our lighthouse has those like barber shop like spirally things that go up the side of it, so it looks like one of those giant barbershop cones.
Hmm. How do I adjust the size of the pen?
I'm not sure because I've never used this before.
The size would probably be on the like
Oh.
right side.
Brackets also work.
Got a... Oh, that's true. Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you, Kat.
I'm drawing with a mouse. I apologize.
That's okay. Okay. Anybody else like to include a feature?
It smells like bubble gum.
The lighthouse
Smells
does?
like bubblegum.
Yes.
Interesting. Bubblegum scented. The question is it because there's a whole bunch of bubblegum stored somewhere? Like,
It holds the nation's
someone with-
bubblegum
Who
reserves.
knows? Yeah.
So, Ocean, would you like to provide something?
Provide something as in like the
A detail
thing
about the lighthouse or its surroundings.
That was the barbershop thing.
Oh yeah, sorry, no,
Yeah.
sorry, Kat. My apologies.
I think there should be a crazy old widow living like there's an island next to us where a crazy old widow lives.
Ooh,
Crazy old crone.
sea hag.
Uh-huh. She's just our neighbor.
We give her the bubble gum sometimes.
Yeah.
She sometimes knocks on our door late at night, demanding bubblegum tribute.
Okay.
Still in red. There we go.
I'm going to say that every night a ship passes nearby that appears to be on fire with people singing and dancing on its decks.
Oh, a ghost ship.
What? A ghost ship. I can definitely add a ghost ship here.
That's like my 8th favorite type of ship.
So I like just the pink lines to represent a bubblegum. Stink
Yeah.
lines.
Bubblegum is
Pink
sick
bubblegum
lines,
is
indeed.
I don't know how to draw like sailing ships. Please forgive me.
That's okay.
Mm.
I don't either. So whatever you draw is good enough.
So you could tell how much cleaner Ocean's lines are, like
Yeah.
using an actual pad.
All right, now that we've added a
Understood.
couple of
What makes a
features
difference?
around our lighthouse, it's time to describe something unique under the sea.
Under the sea.
So, I will go ahead, since I went last, I will describe something under the sea. there are inside of the sea. There are impossibly smooth obsidian stones that shine with a very deep light inside of them.
Ooh. Ominous. I would like to say, deep in the sea, there's a crevasse that has ominous lights inside of it that flicker on and off. Very like a rainbow color
Hmm.
variety of eyes.
Someone's having a rave down there.
Sorry, so it was a crevasse with lots of.
Lots of rainbow colored eyes that just peek out of it, flickering, like blinking.
Mm. I would like to say that there is a giant cuttlefish, and like it mimics like islands and things. So it it looks like land just appears and disappears, but it's actually just a big cuttlefish.
All right, I say there's it's like it's a sentient creature that takes the form of a balloon that's like a smiley face balloon, like one of those super shitty print balloons. And it's just like a smiley face.
Right. So how do we decide which one is the thingamabobber?
The terror, the one that's
I think we just decide
non-
which one of them seems like a wonder.
Yeah. Right. What's the most wonderful? I feel like it's either the rocks or the crevasse. Probably the
Yeah.
rocks.
I was gonna say the cuttlefish.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I just realized this. I don't like actually necessarily draw them. My bad.
Well,
Yeah, you don't draw
we draw
the
them.
the things inside the sea yet. But
Mhm.
that's fine. Don't worry about it. If you drew it already, don't worry about it. Because you draw them on the map like afterwards, so it doesn't matter.
Mm.
Mhm.
Sorry. So who voted? So let's do it this way. Who votes for the obsidian stones to be the wonder?
Me.
I think the obsidian stones would be the wonder. They sound
Yeah.
very
Okay.
much interesting and maybe like a boon.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's at least 3 votes for the obsidian stones. So then those are the wonder.
Clearly, they got gold in them.
Mhm.
There's gold in these stones.
Okay, keep track of the wonders and terrors on an index card. Remember that the difference is in your perspective. Lighthouse Keepers does not have player characters. As players, you will represent the broad collective of Lighthouse Keepers. Other characters may be introduced and even named, but the Lighthouse Keepers should remain your focus. The game takes place over the course of 1 year. Each turn represents 1 week. Play moves clockwise around the table. While a player is taking the turns, the other player should behave as a quiet audience, participating when prompted. Each turn should take about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. Trust your instincts when playing. Play begins when the person who has most recently walked in the ocean and proceeds clockwise. I think basically the way we'll do this is whoever's walked in the ocean the soonest is player 1, and then we will go down the Discord list until we reach the top and then keep going down. I don't live anywhere close to the ocean, so it has been many years since I have walked in the ocean.
I was in the ocean just last winter.
Hmm.
So a year ago.
I may live in Florida, but I do not go to the ocean at all.
When was the last time I went to the beach? I barely got out of the house. I think Ocean is the last one who's been in the ocean.
Okay. That
You
that
going to
seems
the beach and
thematically
we'll...
fitting. So it'll be
Okay.
Ocean, me, Cat, and then Nash. That'll be your order.
Okay.
Play
All right.
each turn consists of 3 phases in order. Play a card. The active player draws a card, reads the text aloud, and resolves it. Any text in bold reserves to a specific rule for the card. Most cards have 2 questions. Choose one and answer it to resolve the card. Since
Also, looks like your stream thing is not updating.
Oh, for
what's
the map.
The stream map.
oh, is it not?
It is not.
Yeah, the wonders and the terrors. Well, there you go.
Oh,
There
it
we
is.
go.
I might just be because I had it minimized. My bad.
Hmm.
All good.
But boo. Oh, look at all cool. I love the balloon.
The balloon is very, very good. Smiley balloon. Those silly round ones you get from like the pharmacy.
All right, so Ocean, you're going to draw a card. You
All
drew
right.
the 5 of spades.
5 of spades. Let me take a look here. Of spades.
Am I
5
supposed
of
to read
spades.
the thing first?
Mhm.
Probably, maybe.
Oh yes, I am supposed to read this.
But
Sorry. Let me do that before we talk about the turn. My apologies.
all
So
good.
the sea was once a city. The sea is still a city. Trenches stretch deep into the deep dark and teeming with life. Mirrored city nights above. In the world above the sea, there is a lighthouse. The lighthouse has always been there. Its roots are deep, spiraling down through the rock in the dark. The lighthouse is surrounded by violence, boats breaking against the rock that protects its foundations, waves crashing into the walls on stormy nights. There are many stormy nights. The lighthouse keepers think of them as lullabies. People come and go. A door opens and a new lighthouse keeper arrives. They take up the endless mantle, cleaning the windows, replenishing the fuel, winding the clockwork. There are no clocks here. To spend time would be to no distraction, and you cannot be distracted from your work. You can spend your whole life here with only the rise and fall of the sea to guide you. The sea level is slowly sinking lower, ocean waters displaced by something coming out of the deep. It has slept for a long time, thousands of years. Sometimes the lighthouse keepers glimpse it through the dark. What is their watch for? Is it to aid ships trying to navigate the rough seas? Is it to chart the city of the deep? Or is it for this, to observe the yawning mouth of the hungry sea?
Spooky.
It's very spooky.
Hmm.
All right, sorry. So we play a card.
Mhm. 5 of spades, you said?
Yeah, 5 of spades.
Okay. 5 of spades is something drifts past the windows. It has a face you recognize. Add a terror. Or something drifts past the windows. It has a voice you recognize. Add a terror. Ooh, very ominous. What's more unsettling? Something that has a face you recognize going past the window, or something that you can't recognize except that it sounds like it. Something you recognize.
To be
That's
honest, the first thing that popped in my head is just like we hear tosses, let's go outside the window.
Oh my god.
I mean,
That would be very fun.
they're both pretty spooky.
Mhm.
You can't decide. Like, I can always get a coin flip or something if you'd like.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you can coin flip for me. I don't know which of these to go with. Both of them I have good ideas for.
Okay. Do you have a? Do you want heads to be
I'll just say
face?
heads is the first one, tails is the second one.
Yeah. Okay. Heads.
Heads. All right. So something that has a face you recognize. Yeah, I think as stormy night, one of the many stormy nights passes by, the noises outside are quite loud, and we go to draw the curtains to close them up, so it'll help dampen at least a little bit of the noise. And as we try to close the curtain on one of the windows, something swooshes by, but you can definitely recognize the face of what you think is what the lighthouse keeper thinks is their mother outside. That's the spooky terror that we've now added to the thing.
The spooky terror of your mom.
You know, who knows? Maybe she's dead, and it looks like her dead face is flying by the spooky the window, ominously. I don't know.
Here, let me.
Oh, do you want to draw a cat? Okay.
Just gonna draw a little window here, and then I laughed, so like
Her
my
mom.
stroke was bad.
All good. I'll add a little thing at the end there for you.
Thank you.
No
Okay.
problem.
So we adjust dice, reduces each project die by 1, but there's no projects, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Take an action. The active player chooses an action to take. Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project. Discover something new. Introduce a new situation and draw it on the map. Use this action to determine new problems, dilemmas, and world-building details. Hold a discussion. The active player establishes a topic of discussion. Starting with the active player and going clockwise, each player can weigh in once with a single statement. The active player may open with a question and end with their statement. They may also open with a statement but will not get to provide another one. Discussions do not result in decisions but can influence for future action. Discussions are always tied to situations on the map. When the discussion is over, circle the situation. Start a project. When starting a project, you choose what project the Lighthouse Keepers take on and what they will do to resolve it. There is no discussion, the project begins immediately. As a group, decide how many weeks are needed to resolve this project, from 1 to 6 weeks. If something would take longer than 6 weeks to complete, work on the project must occur in stages. Maintenance projects will take no longer than 2 weeks. At least one maintenance project must be completed during each season of play. When beginning a project, place a project die on the map, facing up the number that shows how many weeks it will take to complete. Sample maintenance projects include trimming wicks, replenishing fuel, winding clockwork, cleaning lenses, cleaning windows, mechanical upkeep.
And each turn's a week, so I suppose a season would be 12 turns.
I suppose so, yes.
Okay. I think we should maintain our lighthouse by cleaning and making sure that the windows have no cracks in them, because I would like whatever it was outside not to get into the lighthouse.
Okay. How long do
Very
you think
bad
that'll
memories with cracks.
Horses, man.
Uh,
And how many weeks do we think that would take?
Probably nothing too long. I mean, it's
Probably
just
like
maintaining
1 or
like
2
the windows
weeks.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No longer than 2 weeks, so probably just I'd say just 2 weeks at most.
It'd be
Okay.
It's
2 if
probably
there was a crack and we had to repair it. It would be 1 if we're just checking.
Do you mind
Yeah.
just writing that on a note on the map somewhere?
Yeah,
Just because I think
can do
you're
that.
meant to like put the dice on the map, but obviously I can't really do. Well, actually, I could, but I can't really.
All good. I will do little windows.
I could put a blank version of the lighthouse on there, but obviously then it wouldn't have all the stuff on it.
Mm-hmm. Window 1 week.
Okay, but that
Yeah, since we're
is
just
your turn.
that's my turn.
So now it's my turn. I will draw a card. I draw Queen of Clubs.
Queen of Clubs.
The Midnight Zone. Someone will not stop talking. The voice is coming from outside the lighthouse. It is speaking to you of the lost city of Ys. It is speaking to you of the wonders and terrors it can show you. You are so tired. You want only to sleep, but you cannot stop listening. You must listen through to the end. Do not reduce project dice this week. Well,
Ooh. Well,
Guess we're not getting any window stuff done.
Well,
Rip our
that's
window project.
That's fine. I'll lick them clean later. It doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
It's because they're bubblegum scented, isn't it?
Yeah.
I am
Also,
going.
I know it said. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thing.
I was just gonna say, I know it's like Yeast, like the city name, like it's spelled Y, capital Y, and then lowercase s. But all I could think of was like that one old action RPG with
Yeast.
the Y's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Was
how I
that
kind of assumed. That's how I assumed it was pronounced, but I had no idea. But that's the action RPG series is pronounced Yeast.
okay? Cool. I didn't realize that.
I am going to start a discussion.
Okay.
What are you discussing?
What are we discussing?
I would like to ask all of you, how do you think the ancient city of Yeast fell?
Oh, I guess I go first. Well, obviously it sunk into the ocean.
Okay, Nash.
Lack of bubblegum scent.
Okay.
I think alternatively, perhaps the ocean rose up to consume it.
Okay. I think that they found knowledge that they should not have.
Hmm.
I think I fucked this one up a little bit because it says discussions are always tied to situations on the map. When the discussion is over, circle the situation.
Oh.
Oops.
I mean, we can just circle the general situation that
Sure.
is the ocean receding.
Yeah, I think I was meant to say discover. Like, I think I was supposed to do a discover something new because it's a new situation, but
My serious answer is that they angered somebody.
makes
Hmm.
sense. Okay, but that is my turn because we didn't get to decrease the project die because of my card.
Mhm.
So, Kat, it is your turn, I believe, right?
Okay. Yep.
6 of hearts.
What's 6 of hearts, huh? Let's
Six
see.
of hearts.
Do you want me to read it,
Wait.
or will you read it?
Oh, sorry, I was like struggling to find the hearts thing. Right, it's from the Hadal zone, the deepest part. You sense something from the deep watching you. Why does this bring you comfort? Or you sense that nothing from the deep is paying any attention to you at all. Why does this frighten you? I'm gonna go with the first. There's something watching me from the deep, and like I'm a weirdo who actually finds staring at the ocean at night really like comfortable.
Nero, thank you so much for the raid.
So I
Wonderful
feel
to have
like
you.
How
How was your Detroit Become Human?
there's stuff out there.
Hope you
It's
had a great
cool,
time with it.
and I don't know.
Thank you
I
so much
don't
for
really know
tuning
where
in.
I'm going with this.
And my name is Soroka the Magpie Treasure Hunting VTuber, and today I'm joined by a couple of friends as we play through the tabletop RPG Lighthouse Keepers in support
Stared into the
of
void, and the void stared back. And
medical
somehow
aid for
that was comforting
Palestinians.
instead of
We're
terrifying.
raising money by playing all 256 games in the itch.io bundle. So it's so great for you for you to join us. The bundle information is pinned in our thing. Or sorry, the charity is pinned there. But if you'd like to purchase the bundle,
Raid.
there's about a day
Yahoo!
left,
Yeah.
and you can buy it there.
I see.
Yahoo!
It's
Sorry, Kat.
there.
I apologize. Why did the thing comfort you?
Oh, I don't know. I was just saying how like I'm one of those weirdos who likes staring at the ocean at night and is very comfy.
Well, of course you like staring at the ocean.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But yeah, I'm joined today by Nash, Katarja, and Ocean. So when we're having a good time playing Lighthouse Keepers, I think. So you can decrease the project die by 1.
Okie dokie.
We
finally
fixed up
managed
the
to
windows.
fix the windows finally. And
go home and
then
just
you
do
can take an action, discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
I think I'm going to, like, after being comforted by the ocean, like late at night, I'm just gonna let the weird vibes take me, and I'm gonna go like just sort of go fishing in the ocean late at night while the void calls me and see what I fish up.
Okay. What do you discover when fishing?
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. I think I shall discover. Uh. Hmm. I didn't think this.
That's okay.
Hmm.
Take your time.
I feel like I'm going. You know those like fish, like mechanical fish on a plaque that like sings.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm
Very,
gonna
very
fish
familiar
one
with
of
those.
those. Yeah, I'm gonna fish up one of those, and it's gonna whisper things to me.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and draw that on the map.
Let me draw a creepy singing fish on a plaque.
That whispers eldritch knowledge in your ear.
Oh,
Mhm.
joy.
Alrighty. While you're drawing that, we'll go ahead and get Nash's turn ready.
Yahoo!
All right, Nash. What card did you draw? You draw the Ace of Spades.
Oh wow!
Ace of spades.
Ace of Spades.
Do you want to read the prompt for that one?
A memory that does not belong to the Lighthouse Keepers washes up on the rocks. What is it? Or the lighthouse recalls what it was before a lighthouse. What was it? Hmm. I will say the second one.
Okay. So the lighthouse
Uh,
remembers what it was.
Mm-hmm. And it was a science lab before a lighthouse, a secret lab.
Okay.
Secret lab.
A secret lab on
Secret
the ocean
tunnel.
floor.
Hmm.
Any other details you'd like to add to that?
Experiments, bad experiments.
Okay. We adjust our project dice, which we don't have any project dice on the go. So now you can take an action. You can discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
Start a project. Unclog the toilets.
Okay. And how long would that take? Like, hopefully no more than a week, I hope.
Yeah.
Depends on what we've been eating.
Yeah, I guess so. You don't know the kind of rations they give to Lighthouse Keepers.
Well, it's all bubblegum, isn't it?
Oh god, how
Yeah,
terrifying.
Hopefully it's not too gummy then.
Ooh. Alright, go ahead and draw that on the map somewhere, please, and just note that it will take 1 week to accomplish.
I'm trying to draw the
I'll
Yol.
draw that toilet for you.
Thank you. I'll see what I got. I wonder what I gotta think what I want to draw for the lab.
Ocean. It is your turn again. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead and draw that card for me, Soroka.
10 of clubs.
10 of clubs, okay.
What is yeast? Hold a discussion.
Izzy's, okay. Well, we've discovered that yeast has a lab down below. I think that they're an ancient civilization with technology far beyond our own.
But what if aliens?
But aliens.
Okay.
Soroka, what's your view on this?
Ys, I believe that Ys is the eternal sleepless city that that came before and will They came before everything and will be there long after everyone is gone.
Oh.
Cat.
Nash?
Oh, cat.
Oh, I
Oh.
guess I went before you. My discussion is literally, but what if aliens?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I guess I do agree with ancient civilization.
Ancient civilization. That's 2 votes for ancient civilization.
Is there anything that discovers? Yeah, they don't result in decisions that can influence future actions. They're tied to situations on the map. But there wasn't like an active thing, so I don't know how you
Do I
do
have to
that.
come up with my? Do I have to come up with my own then?
No.
Okay.
And then Ocean. So you adjust the project dice.
Okie dokes.
So we have
Just
finished
that.
unclogging the toilets, thankfully.
Thank goodness it did not take longer than that.
And then you have you can take an action.
All right. I think I'd like to perhaps discover something new.
Okay, what would you
I
like to
think-
discover?
I think to discover something, probably after cleaning out the toilets and trying to go and wash all of our implements that we use for it, and go to the ocean. And as I'm washing off all the things there, the water around the lighthouse suddenly turns red, like it was blood. And just around the lighthouse.
All right, feel free to draw that on the map. All right, it is my turn. The 2 of spades. A door opens at the bottom of the lighthouse. What enters through it? Or a door opens at the bottom of the lighthouse. What leaves through it? I think a door opens at the bottom of the lighthouse, and one of the lighthouse keepers, one of the many lighthouse keepers, talks about finding the answers to everything, and enters through the door, closes it behind themselves, and is never seen again. And the day after that, the door is no longer there.
Ooh. It's ominous.
Spooky.
I don't think we had
Very,
any
very-
projects going at the moment, did we?
No, we don't. Both of our projects had been finished.
Okay. I'm going to say we need to start a project to work on winterizing the lighthouse. So, like actually, I'll be more specific. I will say that we need to repair the roof of the lighthouse because it snows very heavily around here. And I
Alright.
personally think that that's going to take somewhere like 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Yeah. Reinforcing it and making sure it's steady and sturdy enough to withhold the weight of piles of snow on top of it.
Does anybody else have an idea of how long it would take?
Honestly, I was thinking it might take even a little bit longer, but
Okay.
yeah, as long as there's no complications, I think 3 weeks sounds reasonable.
We can go longer than that. I just kind of threw that out there. But if someone has a better a better idea of how it goes, then go for it.
Depends on how close we are to winter, I suppose. If we're getting really close to it, we might be incentivized to rush it a little bit.
Maybe we're in autumn.
Okay. Yeah, 3 weeks sounds like a good plan. We should probably chop. We don't have
Okay.
any other projects going on.
Nash, Kat, did you have any feedback on this?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, sounds good. So that is my turn. Kat, it is your turn.
Okay.
2 of hearts.
Oh, I keep getting stuff from the deep. Oh. A new lighthouse keeper joins the crew. What item from the outside did they bring with them? An old lighthouse keeper rejoins the crew. Why did they return? Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna go with the second option. The door opened up again, and the lighthouse keeper returned.
Oh.
Interesting.
How do they
Okay.
look?
They look like, I think they look rich, like they want it big somewhere,
Oh.
and they're also extremely deranged.
Deranged, but with a wealth beyond
Mhm.
imagine.
Okay.
That's very interesting. So they went in
They-
there seeking knowledge, but they came out with a wealth of money.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anything
keep-
else?
they- Oh no, they just like keep trying to make bets with everyone in the lighthouse now.
Oh. Okay.
It's really annoying.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Not particularly to that, I don't think.
Okay. We will adjust the project dice.
All right.
So another 2 weeks, and we should have the roof winterized.
Can there be multiple projects at a time?
Yes, there can.
Okay.
It says each
Uh,
project dies, so yes, we can absolutely have multiple projects at once.
Yeah, okay. So I think that the fish begins to whisper to a select group of the lighthouse keepers,
Okay.
maybe including the one that just returned. And it's telling them that bubblegum sucks and we need to invent a new flavor. And so this little group of lighthouse keepers is going to go down into the science lab and try and develop a new flavor.
My God.
And it's going
That's
to take 6
forbidden
weeks.
knowledge.
Yeah.
6 weeks to develop a new flavor. All right. Go ahead and draw that on the thing. Somewhere.
6 weeks.
Okay, Nash, you ready to start your turn?
Yep.
All right, here we go. 4 clubs.
4 of clubs. A child is born at the lighthouse, and will it not stop crying? And it will not stop crying. How do you make it stop? Child is born at the lighthouse and is quiet, watchful. What separates it from humanity? The second one. And the thing that separates it is it has it has an eyeball in place of its mouth.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ugh. Ugh.
Anything else you'd like to add to that?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and reduce each project by 1 dice. So the roof has 1 more week to go, and the bubblegum flavor will be ready in 5 weeks. Or the new flavor will be ready in 5 weeks. And then you can take an action. So discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
I will start a discussion.
Okay.
What are we gonna name the baby?
Okay.
Mm.
Ocean, you go first.
Is this baby a boy or girl?
It's a
Nash.
boy.
Boy.
Mm-hmm.
The first child born at the lighthouse should be Adam. Anyway. Soroker.
Well, given that they were born in such an auspicious place, I feel it only right that their name should be Shalashaskara,
Jalushaska.
Herald of the Unknown Order.
Oh. I see the fish has been whispering to Soroka.
Cat?
Cat?
I don't particularly like this child. I think they should be named Exit.
Oh my.
Exit.
To anyone who gets that reference, yay.
Nash, you are allowed to do a closing statement. What is your choice?
I like yours, Soroka.
Fair enough.
Oh man, I think that means it's 2 votes for Shalashaskara.
Hmm.
Okay.
How do we spell that on the paperwork?
That's exactly why I picked it.
Good question. Spell it however you want. Its mortal name cannot be said. It cannot be written down. It is unknowable. So that was Nash's turn, right? All right, Ocean. Here comes another turn. I think this will be our last set of
Okay.
turns for this game. I think we've been playing for a little bit longer than 30 minutes, but this has been fun.
Yeah, it's
So-
been very, very interesting.
We'll go for one more round here. There you go.
Let's
Jack,
This is the third set of turns, right? So it's the end of the season. We're in winter after this.
Oh, yippee.
Winter time. Okay. All right, what's my cards?
the Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts. Hearts is the Hadial zone. Jack of Hearts. You prevent a ship from crashing into the rocks. How do the sailors show their gratitude? Add a wonder. Or a ship crashes into the rocks due to your negligence. How do the sailors haunt you? I think that a ship is saved from crashing onto the rocks because the silence of the baby means that we are not distracted caring for it when
Okay.
a ship approaches. And so we manage to safely guide it through without any loud distractions going on, so we can manage to navigate it away from the rocks. As gratitude, their captain comes down, and seeing that we have a child with us, presents us with a very old antique rocking crib.
Okay. Do you want to describe this crib in any detail?
Crib, it seems to be made of some kind of wood that it just feels strange to the touch, like oddly like smooth. And whenever the child is placed in it and they are rocked, they fall asleep and become very, very, very still.
Okay.
So it's a very good rocking chair, is what you're saying.
It's a very, very good rock crib, almost unnaturally good, and you know, the child falling asleep very, very still and also not making any noise, definitely can make us like worried the first night that, oh shit, is the child dead? They're not moving at all. They're like barely breathing. And that's our wonder.
Nice. So go ahead and adjust the projects by 1 week. So we have
The roof
finished.
is complete.
The roof is on fire. And we're at what, 4 weeks of discovering a new flavor, I think? 4 or 3? I'm not keeping track, sorry.
4.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then go ahead and take an action.
All right. I think I'd like to discover something actually.
All right, what would you like to discover?
I think that the fish, that the talking fish on the plaque thing, begins to whisper to another group of Lighthouse Keepers, telling them that the concoction that the other group is trying to create, it cannot be understood. It cannot be comprehended by mortal minds. And if it is created, it will release fumes into the air that will cover the world and drive everyone in it insane.
Okay.
you must stock it.
Okay.
It's pineapple flavor.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All right. It is. Is that anything that you'd like to add to that, Ocean?
It's trying to. That's pretty much it. The
pretty much it?
fish has told us that it's that we don't know whether we can believe this fish, but that whatever it is that they're making inside the lab is some kind of, danger to all of humanity.
Okay. All right. Here is my turn. The Jack of Clubs. A routine piece of maintenance goes horrifically wrong and a lighthouse keeper dies. Do not reduce project dice this week. Or an intricate repair goes horrifically wrong and a crucial piece of machinery is permanently broken. A project fails. Ooh.
Ooh.
What projects do we have ongoing right now? Just the flavor?
It is just the flavor one.
No, it's just... oh yeah, it's just the flavor one, so... Will you sabotage it after the fish told you?
I think so. While trying to use the instruments in the lab, one day someone really fucks up and destroys one of the machines being used to synthesize the new flavor, and because we don't know how despite the whisperings in our head, we cannot figure out how to repair this thing. This new flavor will remain entirely out of our reach, perhaps out of humanity's reach for all time.
And then I laugh at the fish head, saying, "Fuck you for trying to replace the bubblegum smell."
So we have no more projects ongoing. I want to discover something new.
Okay.
On a full moon, if you go outside and you look into the ocean, in the full moon's reflected light, you can see just below the surface what looks to be like a whole bustling city filled with lights and sounds and wonders. But the people, the people walking around inside, do not look human.
Interesting. Does it look? Does it look like it's inside of the reflection of the moon, or is it just illuminated by it?
Inside of the moon's reflection.
Inside of the moon's reflection. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Kat,
interesting.
are you prepared for your turn?
Mm-hmm.
The Jack of Spades. I shuffled these, didn't I? Yeah. Alright. Do you want to read your thing?
Okay. How long have you been here, listening to the silence of the endless deep? What life do you suddenly recognize after all this time thinking the trenches were empty? Or, how long have you been here, away from everyone you have ever cared for? Do you only imagine your life before this? What part of the sea is empty, where it should be teeming with life?
Are you having trouble deciding between the two, or...
Little bit, yeah.
Do you want me to roll a d4?
Sure.
Okay, so odd first question, even second question. It is even.
Second question. Okay. What part of the sea is empty where it should be teeming with life? You know, after the lighthouse keeper who fished up the fish, talking fish, he's been going out regularly to fish at night, and he never catches anything. It's almost like the entire upper layer of the ocean there's just no fish. It's only deep sea fish and like that wash up. There's nothing to fish.
Wonder if it's to do with all this blood around the lighthouse. Spooky.
Okay. I don't think we have any additional projects, so go ahead and take an action.
I would like to just start a discussion.
Okay.
What are we doing about the talking fish?
Throw it back in the ocean.
Okay. Ocean.
It has both warned us and tried to persuade us to do things. I think that it's maybe sentient and a source of knowledge for us. Perhaps we should keep it close by. If not, actually listen to it.
Beyond just keeping it nearby, we should venerate it as a source of ancient knowledge, and feel blessed that it has decided to impart that on us. We should build it a shrine and worship it.
I agree with the venerating.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
like next project might be build the fish shrine.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and do Nash's final turn here. The King of Hearts.
Alright. One of the keepers begins to communicate with a mysterious being. Why do they keep this a secret from the crew? A mysterious being begins to communicate with one of the keepers. Why did it choose this person? A mysterious being decided to communicate with Soroka because Soroka likes the fish.
Okay.
And the mysterious being looks like one of those wooden, like, sketching things that you, like, use to look at and use for, like, drawing reference.
Like a mannequin pose model.
Yeah, one of those
Okay.
things.
Why do I keep it a secret from the crew?
No, it's why did it choose this person?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were reading the first one. My bad. Okay. We don't have any projects on the go, I believe. So go ahead and take an action.
All right, I would like to hold another discussion then.
Okay.
And it will be why bubblegum is the best flavor scent for the lighthouse.
Okay.
Because it is.
Ocean.
Because. All right. I think it's this scent of bubblegum has been there since we came, since all of us have arrived, and clearly that means it's a sign that this is an ancient flavor, blessed by the ancient civilization of the East.
I agree. This flavor is truly like the closest that we will ever come to the divine knowledge of our of the ones who came before us, and thus that is why it is the sweetest flavor of all.
How are we to know if this flavor is better or worse than anything else when we know nothing else, thanks to a certain someone?
Uh-oh.
And Nash, did you want to do any closing statements to that discussion?
No.
Okay. So I think we'll go ahead and call it there. I think we went a little bit over 30 minutes, but that's okay. This game was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Very, very easy to go. This is definitely definitely a game I feel like I feel inspired playing it as opposed to like the elevator one, just because there's a bit more to play off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
It's got some more structure to work
yeah.
from.
Anybody else have any
Very
thoughts on it?
interesting. I know we took it in a kind of more comedy thing with like the bubblegum and all that kind of stuff, but You know, I could definitely see how it'd be very, very, very good horror, especially if you played it with like a bunch of friends IRL.
Mm,
Yeah, just sit around a table in the darkness, listening
Exactly.
to ocean waves or something.
Play it in an actual lighthouse.
Kat, any thoughts?
I liked it. Well, I feel bad because like I introduced the old hag, the old sea hag lady, and then she never came up.
I don't think any of our starting stuff ever came up except for the
No.
bubblegum set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, maybe that would have been introduced later in a different, like
Yeah,
in a different
exactly. This thing's supposed to
discussion.
be like 4 hours. So.
Yeah, like we definitely played a very condensed version of it. But like sometimes some things are just out there, and you don't really have anything. You don't. There's nothing to discuss. You just go like, huh, that's neat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that, or like the rocks that glow, or the crevasse full of rainbow-colored eyes and stuff. But definitely, this is definitely one I feel like I could definitely see myself playing like a longer version of it, personally. But just definitely, I think this is one I would come back to.
Yeah.
Nash, any thoughts?
I really like this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it. Anybody have any other comments that they'd like to talk about before we close up this game?
I would like a few minutes break just to check something.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a nice break before we get set up with our last game for the evening, which is also about deep sea terror, sort of. So we will be back in a bit. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back in a while. That was a nice rhyme. With our final game of the evening. So we will see you in a little bit. and welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Let me just see how much we've got left on this HoloLive thing. We don't have a lot. Is there a HoloLive thing that would be, like, fitting for this one? Let's go with the ambient. Alright. So, it is time for our final game of the night. And it's time that we introduce it. So today we are playing Nyarlathotep.
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 Near left.
No,
I'm really bad at reading
you gotta put a
Nya.
nya in it.
Yeah.
Nyarlathotep.
So,
Where's that redeem?
oh no. Boston, Massachusetts, August 1931. It's the morning before the King and Yellow's preview in
Boston.
Scollay Square. Tonight's performance will make or break the show, but the show's in trouble. Setting the stage, each player should determine their role, fresh-faced kid, veteran player, choreographer, stage manager, pit musician, financial backer, wants, fame, fortune, true love, revenge, a new life, weird mythos lore, and mark a number from 2 to 5. So, would our players in the play please tell us, who are you?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm Andrew McAnderson. I am a financial backer. I've got some money into this whole stage production business.
Okay.
Thinking that the plays and stuff, they make money, right? That surely. Obviously here for fortune because
Everyone went into the arts
I'm
for money.
Exactly. This is an investment. Ugh. I don't know what these artsy folk are here for. And
Okay.
my mark number is gonna be 4.
Okay. Who's next?
I can go next.
Okay.
I am Kyuko. I am from the East, and I'm a fresh-faced actor here to try and make it big. I
Okay.
want fame.
Can we have
And-
the same role, or do we have to be different?
You
ones?
can absolutely have the same role. Like that's perfectly fine. If you're both fresh-faced people who want to join the play, that's
Okay.
perfectly fine by me.
Cool.
What's your mark number, Kat?
Oh, I'll make it 2. I'm gonna razzle dazzle him.
Alrighty.
She's gonna razzle.
And Nesh.
Sec. I am John Doe, a totally normal person who's a fresh-faced kid
Okay.
who is here for mythos lore.
Do you want to describe
The
any of the
number
mythos
4.
lore, or are you gonna keep that secret for now?
That'll be a secret.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 15.
Number 15.
And what's your mark number? Sorry.
4.
Oh,
4. Okay, perfect. All right, it's time to determine how things have gone wrong. So this Triad of the King in Yellow has. Well, first let's see what are the features of this play. It has a song so catchy they'll hum it in church, and it also has a star to swoon over. But on the morning of the show, the cast discovers 2, the company's broke, and that's
Good
why
job,
that's why
financial backer.
no that's why
listen,
Andrew
I'm just a
Anderson.
backer.
That's why Andrew McAndrew is here to be like, where's my money?
You spent it all on what?
All right.
How many kegs of beer?
So, everyone is gathered on set at the stage because the director has just come out and has a very important announcement. Andrew, you would either be like watching from the stands, or maybe you'd be up on the floor like getting in everybody. I assume the 2 stars would be up on the stage as well. The director comes in and says, "Everyone, I have a very major announcement to make. It turns out that our company has suffered extreme financial setbacks, and we're broke. We have no money. Ask each player what they're doing. Introduce their wants, but at a cost. Then play to see what happens. Okay. So we've announced a disaster. What is everyone doing, and what are your wants? Actually, no, you know what your wants are. Sorry. But what is everybody doing at this point?
After hearing the news that somehow all of the money that he's invested in this damn play, Andrew McAnderson is very, very furiously shaking the director right now by the shoulders and trying to get him to wise up about what exactly you spent the money on and how the hell did this happen.
All right.
I am just standing there completely emotionless, staring. That's it.
Are you staring at anything in particular?
No.
Just staring dead ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deadpan.
Cat.
Also, what was the like thing we had? It was a star to swoon over and what?
A song so catchy they'll hum at a church.
Right, that's what I thought it was. I feel like I was practicing singing, and then when I hear the commotion, I take a break and drink a very expensive like fruit drink to like help my throat, and just no one sees me.
All right.
Now the question is, did you order that or did the director?
Who's to say? It was here when I got it. It was there when I got here.
I see.
All right. So, let's start with Cat. I mean, basically, it seems like on some level everybody wants the play to go ahead, right? Because Cat, you'd like to do that because you'd like to be a star.
Hmm.
Is that correct?
Hmm.
You've been practicing, and this is your moment. Andrew McAnderson.
Gotta get my money back.
Yeah, you gotta get. Yeah, you bet you gotta get it to see the return on investment. You want this to be a success. And John Doe, you want this play to go ahead for mysterious, not exactly known reasons.
Yes.
Definitely not cult-related reasons.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
So,
That's why his name is definitely not scrubbed from the records.
yeah, absolutely. Basically the director's basically come to you, basically told you, we have, it turns out that someone, was absconded with all the money we had set aside for advertising the play. So basically, nobody, we aren't able to get out any last minute advertisements. So, we need y'all to go out and spread word of mouth about this play. Because otherwise no one will come to see it. And go out there and sell some tickets.
At first, Andrew McAnderson is very, very, bah, you expect me to do all this grunt work after all the money I've put into your play? But after realizing that the situation is actually that dire, he grumbles and mumbles and stumbles off to go and see how to advertise this play.
Okay.
Hmm.
And he's put all this cash into.
I guess I'll say just a simple, so it shall be.
All right. And Kiko?
As you do.
Well, I can't use my voice too much, but I'll do my best. Gotta rest it for tonight.
All right. So, is there anything you want to do to start spreading advertising the play?
Hmm.
Go out onto the street, make some flyers, anything like that?
Well, do we have flyers?
No.
Do we have the
we
money
didn't
for flyers?
No, we don't. But we still need flyers, maybe. Maybe there are other ways to get flyers.
Andrew McAnderson is gonna average after stumbling out of the theater and like just grumbling to himself. Well, sunk costs either way. Gonna look up and down the street, see a little newsboy with a paper running up and down. He's gonna snatch the paper from him, hold out his hand, and drop a couple of coins into the child's open hand, now freed from the paper, and say, "Hey, you're gonna go advertise that there's a play going on in this Scobay Square. All right? Make
Yes,
sure
boys!
everybody up and down knows about it. Got it?"
Okay, boys.
And they'll just smack him on the back and send him on his way.
All right.
That's how he's gonna try and do that. Do I need to roll for anything to?
None of that was
properly,
particularly
motivate-
risky, but there are much riskier things that you could do to advertise that play.
There are other riskier.
Other riskier things that'll really last in people's memory and make them remember that this is a play that they need to see.
I go and at the I go and at the dead of night string up a dead body with the play's name carved into it, so everybody
What?
finds it. So
Okay.
everybody
It's-
finds
it's
it at
the
the
morning
center of
before
the
the
morning.
play.
One problem. It is the morning before the play's initial performance, and that would take too long. You could do that. You could do that right now if you want. If you
In broad daylight.
Broad
Like,
daylight.
go for it.
Let's go.
All right.
Broad daylight.
So John Doe procures a body that he has from somewhere, and wants to go ahead and hang it up somewhere on somewhere like visible, right? So you can advertise your play. So, that's definitely something risky. If your role is relevant. Is your role relevant to that? I don't know that it is. I don't think so. Plus 1d6 if it or plus 1d if it engages your want, which it does because it makes the play go on. And do you have any help in this matter?
No.
Okay. Now, would
This
you
is
like
solo
to
job.
razzle dazzle or would you like to meat and potatoes?
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle. All right. Doing it with style, grace, cleverness, speed, or a musical number. Keep dice greater than or equal to your mark. Your mark is what, 4?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well.
Razzle dazzle him with this dead body.
Good news.
Yeah.
You got 2. You nailed it. You
damn.
hung up that body. People are gasping. They're like, "Oh my god!" But then they see that the advertisement and they're like, "Oh, it's not a real dead body. Oh, it's just some viral marketing. Okay, all right. That's quite the way to advertise.
Advertisers these days.
I gotta go see this play." All right, so
Oh my God.
you've really you did something risky, but it seems to have paid off. Kiko, what would you like to do to advertise the play?
I assume we have like an outfit for the king in yellow.
Mm-hmm. That we do.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna like get a sign and you know do some like dancing outside to advertise.
All right.
People can't resist a lady in a suit, right?
Oh, it's a suit, is it?
Oh, I see. It's a modern interpretation of the King in Yellow. Gotcha.
Okay. Well, a woman in a suit, that's very risky.
Especially
It
this
is,
time
however,
period.
relevant to your role. It engages your want because it helps attract attention to the play. Do you have help? Is anybody helping you with this? Is anybody joining you in for a dance number?
Like when people say like, does it have to be another player or can it be like an NPC I make
I
up?
assume it's another player.
Right.
But if you can think of a good justification otherwise, I will give it to you.
How about he won't actually do any of the dancing, but seeing this this young actor, like, taking all these steps to try and put on this show, Andrew Anderson is gonna be inspired and is gonna go into the dressing room where all the other actors are kind of like lounging around, kind of trying to figure out what they're discussing. What are we gonna do about tonight that we're out of money, all that kind of stuff. He's gonna smack the table. Hey, that actor out there, she's putting on a show by herself to get everybody's attention. So this thing will work. This whole play will work. You get out there and I go help her.
All right.
That'll be how he.
I'm gonna make you roll for that. Let's see if you can convince anybody. Real quick. Your role is relevant, I think, because you, as the financial backer,
Kind of got some push and sway a little bit.
Some push and sway. It engages your want. You do not have help for this. Let's see. Are you razzle dazzling or meat and potatoes? I
feel like maybe some of these older punks need a little bit of physical encouragement to help get them out into the streets to actually get off their butts out of their chairs. They're little actor, those ones that have their names in the back and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where all the money went to. So meat and potatoes, I think.
Alrighty. So keep all the dice less than or equal to your mark. What's your mark?
4.
Good news. You get 2.
2. Nailed it.
Oh shoot! I was supposed to. That was every die that equals. Okay, never mind. We'll worry about that next time. So 2. You nailed it. They grumble a little bit, but they get off and they're going to go help Kiko do a dance number in the streets. So, Kiko, you are doing something risky. Role is relevant. It engages your want, and you have help. So, are you razzle dazzling or meat and potatoes?
I'm razzle dazzling them.
Alrighty.
Razzle dazzle.
What's your mark again? 4?
2.
Oh, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I went full razzle dazzle.
You did. Well, that's a 4. Then.
Oh, let's go.
So you get a little extra. So you put on the absolute best show that anybody's ever seen, and someone comes up to you and, I've never seen such a beauty before. Here, take an extra $100 to get yourself something nice. I shall see you tonight at the play. So now you got a little extra money.
Sir.
This is 1931 money too. That's like $1,000-something.
Yeah.
He really likes ladies in suits.
Hell, I can't blame him. All right.
One of those guys who'd willingly spend thousands of dollars on commissions for a certain genre of art.
Imagine spending a bunch of money on commissions. Couldn't be me. So, after a successful morning of gathering advertisement, it seems like ticket sales have been doing pretty good, but you go back to the theater, and the director tells you, great job spreading out the word for those tickets. We're going to get lots of sales. I think the show is going to be a success. Here's the problem, though. We commissioned
Another problem.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. There is we commissioned a famous a famous bookmaker to make a prop of the King in Yellow book to have on our set. But we can't pay for it because we don't have any money. So you need to go handle that. You need to get us that book.
How much is it?
Yes. We wanted to make sure it was we wanted to make sure it was the best looking copy of The King in Yellow that anybody's ever seen. So we might have promised him a lot of money.
I sigh and pull out 75 out of the 100. I still gotta feed myself, and they might not be paying me this month.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that's great. That's a lot of money. Look, I'm a little busy right now. Do you mind taking that money to him? He just lives over a couple blocks over, at the big like bookstore. You can't miss it. If you go handle that would be great. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm going with you. I'm not losing any more money on this damn project. Keeping an eagle eye on this cash the second it was whipped out.
John Doe,
I
will
guess-
you go with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you gonna like
You
go
just
openly, or are you gonna be
slide
like trailing us?
Yeah. Trailing.
Okay.
All right, so the two of you set off towards the bookstore with John Doe kind of like trailing you behind. And you walk for a little bit, and you finally see the bookstore. And it looks really weird. It looks like it's absolutely full of bizarre books and like arcane instruments. Like a real weirdo kind of place.
Smells oddly like bubblegum.
Yeah.
Can I ask what like the prices in the window are for like the nice books they put out next to the
The
window?
nice books that they pick up. Strangely enough, none of the books out there seem to have a listed price.
Ugh, it's one of these places.
Yeah, it's one of those places they scam you because they think that you don't know what you're worth, but they y'all should know what you're worth. That's my first rule of business for you here, kid.
So what would you
Sir,
like to do?
This was a tip. Like, do you know how much they should be? Because I don't wanna use up more than I have to.
Don't worry, I'll negotiate. Don't you worry about that. I'll make sure this guy doesn't get too full of himself. It's a book for a prop for a damn play. He just grumbles. All right, so McAnderson is gonna lead the way into the store and try to find. Hey, anybody working here? We're here for the play. We need a prop. I was told that we were supposed to have one ready.
Okay. So after Andrew starts yelling a whole bunch, an old man comes slowly walking out to the front of the store, from like behind like an employees only area, and he goes, yes, which knowledge do you seek?
Knowledge do I seek? I'm looking for a book for a prop for a play. King in Yellow. You ever heard of it?
Ah, yes. One of my favorite creations I have made. I have spent very long on this book. But your master has not agreed to pay the price that we negotiated.
Master, excuse me, I'm the one paying for this damn play. How much did he promise you, that dumbass? Let me take a look at it. I'll take a look and see how much I think it's worth.
So he goes to pull out the book, and it is in fact a really nice looking book. It's clad in black leather. There is a silhouette of the King in Yellow printed in gold leaf. This is definitely a very fine looking book on the outside.
McAnderson will do his best to try and not look too impressed, but will also kind of like nod. Oh, okay, this is a pretty good book. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Look up and down it.
I assume that if you are here, you have the requisite item, with which I requested as payment.
Requisite
Samu,
item.
thank you so much
You didn't
for the
take
raid.
cash? You try to barter with you? What are you looking for here, bud?
Just a second, sorry, got another raid.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks so much
Welcome,
for
raiders.
raiding in, Sam. Hope you had a great time with Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Soroka the Magpie Treasure Hunting VTuber,
Woohoo.
and today we are playing. We're not playing Lighthouse Keepers. Sorry, we're playing No Nyarlathotep.
Oh, it's Anki. Wahoo.
Which is an
Anarchy's, like, really
improv
tall. It was really funny.
Oh,
improv game
Very
about
tall, like how tall? I know that you're
It's like
not exactly.
no, it's like the thing, like, and then just mainly because Sam and I are both kind of short, and then Anakin's tall, so it was just like
by comparison.
tall Anarchy,
Like
big
over
tall,
the
big
top?
boy. But we're playing No Nyarlathotep with Cat, Ocean, and Nash. And
Hello.
right now they are just trying to negotiate for a very, very nice looking book.
Mhm. I lost track of what. Oh yeah.
You
yeah.
were
What the-
complaining. You were like, "Well, everything has a price."
Yeah. What the hell did he say he was gonna barter with you for? How much? What are you looking for here, buddy?
Your master promised me a certain tome in exchange for the creation of this one. If you do not have this tome, I cannot give you the book.
You asked for a book in exchange for a book. Okay, what is this? A library exchange? All right, what book are you looking for?
Good
I'm
night,
sure
sir.
I've got something that's equal to it.
Your master promised me the copy of the Necronomicon in their possession.
Necronama, what the? Man, don't tell me it's another damn prop. All right, we'll be back. We'll have your Necronomy thing, and we'll make sure that you get it to you. But you better keep that book safe, and we'll have it ready. Have it ready for us because we're gonna be right back. All right, let's get out of here, kid. It's gonna.
John Doe,
Just hustle him out of the
did
bed.
you have anything to add to the scene?
I'm just kind of breathing a little more heavily.
Mm.
Oh no.
Upon mention of the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make another body prop, quote unquote?
Replicant, thank you so much for the raid.
Also, hi, Replicant. Welcome,
Hi.
Raiders.
Oh, you're playing some Naraka. Nice. I hope you had a great time with that.
Soroka's very good.
Thanks so much for
Very-
tuning in. My name is Soroka the Magpie Treasure Hunting VTuber, and today we are
Necronomicon.
raising money for medical aid for Palestinians by
So-
playing through all 256
Ocean.
games for Gaza.
What is
Yeah.
what is the book
in the bundle?
from Signalis called again?
The King in Yellow.
That is the King in Yellow.
Oh, it was. Okay.
And we are currently playing No
Definitely not
Nyarlathotep.
why Soroka is at all, right?
No, absolutely not. We're playing No Nyarlathotep with Nash, Ocean, and Cat, and I think things are going pretty good.
Hmm. We made some money.
How's it going?
to
It's
help
going pretty good.
advertise our play.
You did.
Now we
You,
just gotta get our very expensive prop.
your very expensive prop of the King in Yellow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
definitely not an actual
okay,
like,
Lemmy.
book that could be used for a ritual or anything.
Yeah, absolutely
we
not.
need it for the space lesbians. I mean, what?
We need to remember our promise. Alrighty. So you've been told what you need. Like they were promised a copy of the Necronomicon in exchange for this new book that they made. So what do you like to do next?
Well, me and Kiki are we're bustling our way out. You need to go talk to that damn manager of yours. And I swear to God, I'm never gonna be running a. After this, you work for me, not him. Okay, I'm kicking him out of this thing. You got that?
How much is the monthly wage?
We'll see, but bet it's gonna be better than that guy because otherwise, with all this, he would have paid you nothing. Yeah. You see, yeah. We're gonna make our way back to the stage, the theater.
All right. The manager is busy running around trying to get everything in order. And he goes, "Oh, you're back. Do you have the book?"
No, we don't have the book. What the hell? You said that you're gonna barter with him with another book. What the hell is this Necronomicon thing?
Oh,
Jonathan, whatever.
Oh, right. Right. Right, about that.
What do you mean about that?
Yeah, so, how do I put it? I never had that book in the first place. So, you know, we need to kind of, you need to kind of figure that out, because we really need that book for tonight. Do whatever you gotta do to get that book. Let me know if you find anything. Thanks. Bye.
McAnderson is squinting and like grimacing so hard that his eyes just are basically not visible at this point. I swear to God, the people. You think that someone has some kind of control and like some ability to manage a plane? I swear, I'm gonna wring that man's neck. Well,
Could we find another bookseller that either has it or, like another copy of the Book of Yellow?
Sure.
I don't really trust that, man.
So, do you
Fair
want
enough
to look around, to see like what other booksellers are in the Washington area, or do you want to maybe like gather information somewhere? Like try to like see who would know about such things.
Yeah.
You could also
I'm
just
sure
like
that
go to that back to the bookstore and see what you could do.
I think first I'll wash up by heading to the the backstage stuff with the other actors and ask them if they know any good booksellers as I redo my makeup and stuff.
Okay. One of them in the back, one of the other fresher faced people goes like, "Oh yeah, yeah. There's another bookstore, like a couple minutes away by tram. It's called what's it called again? Oh, it's called like Crow's Imports or something. I basically walk past it every day. It looked real weird, but I mean that sounds like the kind of place that would have what you want."
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, no problem, pretty lady. Sorry.
I guess I'll go back to the investor whose name I keep
Alright.
forgetting.
Andrew McAnderson, don't you forget about it.
Anderson.
Okay.
Anderson. Okay.
While that's happening, can McAnderson go and see this play's got to have a prop master somewhere, right?
Mhm.
Surely there is someone properly in charge of the props. McAnderson's gonna go and try to wring some information out of that guy.
Okay. So, you find the prop master kind of busily putting like the finishing touches on a couple costumes, and he goes like, "Oh, what a surprise, Mr. McAnderson. What brings you back here?"
Well, it looks like one of the props that was supposed to be in charge, that was supposed to be in your department, was not handled properly because it was being run by that goddamn buffoon in charge of this operation. I'm gonna need your assistance. We're gonna need a book. Fancy. Apparently, it's the centerpiece or whatever play. I'm gonna need you to see if you can get us a new one as soon as possible.
Right. I do remember about that book. I told the director that I could handle making a book like that, but he was very insistent that like no, it had to be done by this one person, and that like I didn't need to worry about it. And I told him like, well, like I could always make like a spare one, and he said, no. Like don't worry about it. We have to use that copy. Like I'm real
What is it
sorry,
now?
Mr. McAnderson, but like you know, like I gotta respect his creative vision on this one. I think he'd know like he says he'd know the difference between one that I made and the real deal.
I mean, there's the audience. The audience gonna be away from the stage. It's not like they could tell a difference from a replica or anything like that. Anything. What the hell does it have like some kind of trick to it? Prop, something inside of it used for the play?
I wish I knew, Mr. McAnderson. I told him I could deal with it, but like he was very, very insistent that he wanted it handled by an expert, and that only the real deal would do. I have no idea why, but he really, really seemed very insistent upon this.
Swear to God, he's just cracking his knuckles and just like rubbing his fists together here at this point. And he's like, yeah, thanks, and just walks off back to back towards the main part of the stage.
John Doe, is there anything you'd like to do while they're running around?
I'm just kind of looking around quietly.
Okay.
Trying to sniff out the Necronomicon here.
All
I
right.
find it in my own way.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
So the two of you, the two of you, Kiko and McAnderson, reconvene to tell each other what you found?
Yeah. Well, I got a tip about an import bookstore across the way using the tram, and maybe they'll have a copy of what we want.
We can only hope so.
Okay. So what would you like to do at this point? Would you like to go and see this bookseller?
Yeah. I will at least.
Okay. Anybody coming with you?
I'll follow.
You just like wordlessly following behind them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you notice John Doe
Yeah,
ominously
am
falling
I
behind you?
I feel like John Doe is like one of those like actors who plays a prop like a tree or something, and they're just so perfect at not drawing attention, so it's like their best job.
The best background actor ever. The best background actor this side of the Mississippi.
All right. So I assume that you all take the tram. We'll go ahead and do this like kind of last little scene, and then we'll wrap up, I think.
All right.
Just because we've been playing this for a while, so you managed to go to the store. It looks an awful lot like the other one. You know, a lot of like occult books, no prices listed in the store. The only difference is on the signboard outside. It says Crow's Import, and it's got a big black crow painted on the signboard.
Well, I enter the store.
Okay. So you enter the store, and immediately the familiar scent of bubblegum hits you again. There's also a bunch of now that you're inside the store, you can see a bunch of bird cages hanging up, and there's just like a bunch of bird skeletons inside of them. You're not really sure what's up with that, but there just is.
Hmm.
Oh no, magpie skeletons.
Just like these stores competing with each other. Anyway, is the bookkeeper here?
They're not immediately present, but maybe you could call for them.
Okay.
Or there's a bell on the counter.
Yeah, I'll ring the bell.
Okay. You ring the bell, and a very familiar-looking old man appears from behind the counter. It looks an awful lot like the other the person who ran the other store.
Oh.
Yes. Can I help you?
Hi. Do you have a copy of either the Necronomicon Or the King in Yellow.
The King in Yellow. I have never heard of such a one. Is this a new publication?
Yeah. It like it was actually meant to be as a prop for a play. It's over at the place that I also forget because I'm tired and my brain no worky.
That's okay. I don't think I ever gave it the name.
Okay. But yes, I shill the play while I'm here.
All right. The old man looks upon you with. You can neither gauge like whether or not he's interested or just kind of like listening to you. It goes like, yes, that one sounds new to me, but yes, we do have a copy of the Necronomicon.
Oh, is it for sale? And how much would it be if so?
This knowledge is for sale, but it comes at a terrible price.
I just go okay and like wave my head and sort of go on.
Slow nod.
Once you have seen this book, you will be forever changed.
Go on.
The price is $75.
All right. I give him the money.
Thank you very kindly. It disappears
me,
back
like-
behind the counter with the gives you the book and disappears behind the counter.
And then like I'm over here like around the corner like kicking another dead body into like the shadows so it doesn't get found.
Oh no.
Whoopsie.
Definitely thought the price was gonna be a human body.
Thought it was gonna be a little bit more steep than that.
What could possibly equal the value of a human soul?
$75.
Okay.
God. Amazing.
Anybody have any final things they'd like to do to wrap up for that?
No, I don't think so. I think they've got the book and stuff. And
Wait a minute.
We
Does
did-
this come with gift wrapping?
Oh.
Yes, but the price is terrible.
One dead body, please.
One dead body, please. Oh my god.
That's amazing, actually.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, what did people think of that one?
Yeah, that one's
Oh.
fun.
That was so funny. I can definitely see us playing that to like completion, just because that was actually amazing. That yeah, I like the fact that you can do like the different like roles for doing different challenges, and the like taking the amount of dice that land at higher or lower than your target is a very, very fun and unique idea. I think I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in tabletop RPG.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that there's any mechanical difference between the two. Seeing as it seems like it's up to your discretion which one of the two you use.
Yeah, I mean, it has some like slight guidelines, like meat and potatoes is like for physical stuff that
Yeah.
you need a little bit of like muscle or like.
I think so. That must be
like
up
I
to
said-
GM discretion. Like you tell me like how you want to do it, and then I say, well, is that a razzle dazzle or meat and potatoes? And I think that makes sense to me, because otherwise there's no real difference between the two.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good basis that you could like build upon with homebrew rules.
Yeah. Kat, did you have any other thoughts about this game?
Not in particular, although like now I wanna pull out my Lovecraft collection and read this short story because I don't remember it very well.
Hell yeah. But yeah, like I was kind of building on the idea that like this this copy of The King in Yellow is very, very real, and the director is planning to do like summon the Elder God that night or something.
Yeah.
And yet he's still a stingy bastard who tried to swindle him.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, he's a cult member, but he's he's not made of money.
He's a frugal cult member.
Look, like Cthulhu doesn't pay his his disciples, right? You gotta make your money where you can.
I'm just imagining like a PSA like crime doesn't pay, except it says Cthulhu doesn't pay.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure the thing about Cthulhu is he doesn't even know you exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that's his excuse for not paying you. It's like, sorry, what? You don't work for me.
You're way, way, way far down the ladder of his business. Doesn't even think about it.
Incredible. But
Amazing.
yeah, so I mean, it sounds like people would be up for like playing like a longer game of that. And
for
yeah,
sure.
it's fun. I really like the setting, like that kind of like, and I really enjoyed that, like, there was a mix of people who were just like had no idea that there was like something sinister going on, and then there's just a person who was like, this play has to go on at any costs, and in fact I'm going to kill somebody to advertise on
I'm
it.
going to kill multiple somebodies to make this happen.
Yeah. But that was really great. Any closing thoughts about any of the games that we played before we go?
Honestly, I wasn't expecting a whole bunch out of this one because the rules card was so short. But honestly, I think this is the best one. Like, this is the most like interesting and kind of fun one that we played this evening. So very, very fun. And of course, thank you to Soroka for being our wonderful GM for this.
Of course, thank you all for everybody in the audience. I basically asked them all in like the last 2 hours before we went live. I was like, "Hey, you want to play a thing tonight?" So thank you all. Thank all of you so much for agreeing to do all this the last minute. It was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad we got to showcase these games.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm very happy we got to play some fun games and help out with the Soroka charity times.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking part in this. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nash, did you have any closing thoughts?
Not really. I just definitely, had a good time.
Okay, that's really good to hear. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here for another day of the charity. We went through some awesome games, and I can't wait to see what's next. I think we're gonna be trying to do some collab stuff, perhaps with a hot lady night. We'll see if we can get some of those games in while she's on vacation and has lots of time to participate, so that we don't squander that time that she has graciously set aside in her schedule for us. But yeah, let's just quickly talk about the charity that we're raising money for again, or the event that we're doing, and then we'll pass you off to somebody.
Yeah. I think at this point the bundle has like 24 hours on it, so
Yeah, let's quickly do that.
Final day. Everybody go buy it if you're interested in any of the games that we have played.
Yeah, absolutely. If any of the games have been interested in, and you can pick up this whole bundle for $10 USD. That's an absolute steal, and all the proceeds go to medical aid for Palestinians. So your money is going to help those directly affected by the ongoing crisis in Gaza. So definitely, if you're interested, if you liked any of the games, definitely buy it. You've got like 24 hours left to do it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for helping to raise money for medical aid for Palestinians. We still have so many games to look at because there are 256 in this bundle, and we've maybe covered 30. So, we'll be doing this for a while longer. But just to remind you of the rules, Basically, every game gets about 30 minutes of playtime, and every $5 donation extends the timer by 30 minutes, up to a maximum of 2 hours per game. The charity link is here. There's a QR code if I move my head, and it's also pinned in our Twitch chat as well. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for helping to make this charity such a success. I cannot believe that we've raised $300 in the first week. Like that's really incredible. So let's go ahead and send off that cheer to somebody else. Did any of our contestants have anybody that they'd like to send the raid off to?
Let me refresh my thing and make sure I can see.
I have like
there's
6
anybody else.
friends. I don't have anybody left.
Most of the people I was thinking were actually rated over here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I mean,
see
that's
that
nice.
Sheppy is
The
currently
person I
online.
feel like would have been a good target is not streaming today, so
Understandable.
Hmm.
Maybe a different day that we can get them in on that.
Mhm. Maybe another time. I do see that Burning VT is streaming some collab stuff with friends, although I know they've been playing for about 5-ish
Oh,
hours, so I don't know how much longer they're gonna be going.
oh, another raid.
Fractical, thank you
Oh.
so much for the raid. My name is Roka, the Magpie Treasure Hunting VTuber, and we are currently raising this money this month for medical aid for Palestinians. We just finished wrapping up our games for today. We had some good ones. We had Somebody Dies in This Elevator, then Lighthouse Keepers, and No Nyarlathotep. If anybody wanted to remark a little bit on what we did, but sorry, what were you up to, real quick? Spraying some Sprawl. I've never heard of that, but I hope you had a great time with it. Yeah, we're just wrapping up, and we're just basically deciding who to raid. Playing a boomer shooter. Love those. Boomer shooters are great. It's pretty sick. Nice. Glad to hear it. But yeah, unfortunately, we're just basically about to wrap up, so we'll be sending you off to somebody else. But thank you so much for raiding in. Hopefully, next time we can get you a little bit more gameplay. But I really appreciate the thought nonetheless. Someone said Sheppy, right? Let's go Shep.
Mhm.
Let's go Shep.
Yeah. Sheppy time.
Sheppy sheeps.
Sheppy chips. Mm-hmm.
Are you gaming on a Chromebook? Sorry, I just heard one of the ads, and it's this stupid fucking gaming Chromebook. God, I hate those things. Sprawl looked pretty cool.
Dear.
Nice. I'll have to check it out for
Oh
myself.
god, I think I got the same fucking one.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh no. We are both
Let me just
infected with
mute
the
that
eldritch
one.
knowledge of the fucking gaming Chromebook.
I got an
Terrible.
Apple Watch ad.
An Apple Watch is like more respectable than a fucking gaming Chromebook in my eyes. Not
I
by
didn't
like
get
a
an
huge
ad.
amount. Oh,
Definitely.
Barely, yeah.
barely. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some more collabs with some tabletop RPGs, including a new face. But for now, let's go ahead and send some love over to Sheppy playing some Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Thank you once again to Ocean, Nash, and Kat for participating in today's games. Really appreciate you helping to make this charity campaign a reality. It really does mean a lot to me.
Thanks for having us, Roka.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and pass you over to Sheppy, and I will see you back here at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next day of charity stuff. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and have a good night. Bye-bye.